me tell you what happened. The person I laughed with, the person I trusted, the person I kept around was the same one quietly rooting against me. Not loudly, not obvious, just small things, subtle things, energy that didn't match what they said. And I ignored it because I wanted it to be real. You ever notice how some people only celebrate you halfway? They smile, but it's tight. They clap, but it's delayed. They support you, but something feels off. That's not your imagination. That's discernment, trying to warn you before it costs you something. Because real support doesn't confuse you. It doesn't leave you questioning where you stand. It doesn't make you feel like you have to shrink just to keep the peace. When someone is genuinely for you, there's clarity, there's consistency, there's no hidden tension behind their words. I had people in my life who knew everything about me, my plans, my struggles, my next moves, and I thought that was connection. I thought that was loyalty. But access doesn't mean alignment. Just because someone is close to you doesn't mean they're for you. Some people don't walk into your life to support you. They come to study you, to watch you, to measure you, to sit close enough to know how to move when you're not looking. They pay attention to your patterns, your weaknesses, your timing, not to help you, but to position themselves. And the dangerous part is, they don't look like enemies. They look like friends. That's why it takes so long to see it. Because betrayal doesn't come from strangers. It comes from people who had a seat at your table. People who heard your prayers and still moved wrong. People who smiled in your face and felt something different in their heart. And the whole time, you felt it. You just kept explaining it away. They're just going through something. They didn't mean it like that. I'm probably overthinking. No, you were overlooking. There's a difference. And the longer you ignore it, the more normal it starts to feel. You start adjusting. You start lowering your expectations. You start accepting things that don't match what you prayed for just to keep people around. Because letting go is uncomfortable, but holding on to the wrong people is costly. There's a difference between being loyal and being stuck. Loyalty is mutual, it's consistent, it's real. But being stuck looks like staying connected to people who keep draining you while calling it history. And if you ignore it long enough, it will cost you peace, opportunities, direction. Because who you're connected to affects where you're going. Some of you keep asking God for elevation while holding on to people who can't go where you're going. And you don't realize the delay isn't God, it's who you refuse to release. God will let the discomfort stay until you stop calling it normal. He will let the tension stay until you stop ignoring what He's showing you. Because some people are not assignments, they're distractions. And at some point, you have to stop asking, why does this feel off? And start asking, why am I still holding on to it? Because the truth is, your enemy isn't always far away. Sometimes they're right beside you. Examine yourself.